been talked about for a couple of weeks now. What sort of got you over the line? What was your incentive to re-sign him?
Yeah, I mean, a couple things had to make sense. Obviously, I have a family now, so for me, checking those boxes was important. And credit to Matt and Grant, they did a really good job in making the process pretty smooth for me. So the team aspect and the city environment was a no-brainer. But once we got the logistics of the contract, it was easy.
Your basketball's been at such a high level since you got here. Was that a part of your decision as well? It's an environment where you feel like you can really thrive?
Yeah, well, I mean, basketball is pretty much one of the most, I'd say probably the most important. So for me, that was a huge box I had to check also. Obviously, I want to play well. I want to be in a situation where I feel like I could strive and win at a high level and play high level basketball. So for me, that box was definitely checked also.
Could you have expected the season to have gone as well as it has so far?
Uh, yeah, I think I kind of expected it to go better. It's a couple games I feel like we lost that we shouldn't have. So for me, I got pretty high expectations for myself and my group. But I know it's only the start. We haven't played our best basketball yet, and it's still a long season.
You almost feel like you should be undefeated then.
Basically, long story short, yeah.
Second halves seem to have been the issue. Is there something you can pinpoint as to why that's the case?
Yeah, I think we've done a lot of talking about it, but for me, I think our execution offensively and defensively kind of starts to lack in that third quarter. We kind of get stagnant. There's too many possessions where we don't know where we're in, and guys are just trying to improvise, and we end up getting a bad shot. And I think those shots lead to momentum for the other team. So for us, just trying to minimize those defensively. We just got to stick to our principles. I mean, sometimes we miscommunicate. There's going to be mistakes and stuff, but in that third quarter and that fourth quarter especially, I mean, we gotta be pretty solid.
Long before your time at 36, as Jack McVeigh was a player here. Now he scored 47 for Cairns. He's obviously one to note tomorrow.
Yeah, he's obviously the head of the snake. He's a hell of a player. I mean, he's had a lot of success in this league and at the highest level also. So he's definitely somebody we got to note. But they have a lot of dangerous players on their roster, and they're playing pretty free right now. They're coming off of a bad loss to Sydney, so I know how it is coming off of a loss like that, and you want to get that next one. So we got to keep that in mind.
A couple of days outside of Christmas, has Mike been working you hard?
Yeah, we actually had a decent travel situation. We were kind of gone for like a week, so I think that within itself, just being away and being on the road is an adjustment. But I mean, Mike does a really good job of managing us as players and making sure he gets the best out of us on game day.
Is it exciting for you? You mentioned that you maybe haven't been quite at your best as a team to be in that position and still be 19-4. Does that excite you about the ceiling of this team, what you can achieve this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think the sky's the limit. For me personally, I know I haven't played my best basketball at all. I've showed spurts, but I know me being a catalyst on this team and me not playing well is definitely something that once I get going and once I really figure it out, that could take us to the next level. As a team, we're still not gelling the way we need to, and we still haven't reached the point that we want to reach. So the ceiling is very high, and like you said, to have the success that we've had at this point in the season, man, it's a blessing for sure.
The expectation will be a championship from here. How do you think the group will handle that as the season goes on and that only intensifies?
I think we'll handle it like we've handled it since we all got here, one day at a time. I mean, we don't really put expectations on ourselves. I mean, we try to just come in and maximize every day. Don't look too far ahead, don't look too far behind, and try to get better every day, try to win every rep. And I think when we do that, and we put ourselves in good position to be successful.
Played in plenty of places and plenty of teams. What's Adelaide been like, and what's that arena like at the moment to play in?
Oh man, it's different for sure. I mean, when the AC gets rocking, it's an environment that's I would say probably second to none. I mean, I played EuroLeague, I played in some pretty hostile places, but for me, just being the way it feels is just a little bit different. I mean, and that was a big part of why I was so adamant on signing.
We've seen over the years some really great rosters assembled at 36ers, but then guys moved on the next season. The fact you've signed them for a few years, and guys like Bryce and DJ, you're going to be around for a couple of years. Does that sort of mean you can build some sustained success over a couple of seasons rather than a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the goal. Obviously, starting with this season and trying to control what I can control this year, but yeah, I wouldn't sign back if I didn't feel like we had a chance to be successful for the next couple of years. So I think keeping our nucleus, keeping our core together, and being able to build a relationship, and I think that's only going to take us to the next level.